I've got some issue here.
Okay.
It is not going forward.
Acha.
Okay.
Next skip ಮಾಡಿ.
Stop share ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
ಇನ್ನು 2 minutes ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಅದು ಒಂದನ I will go back. Stop share ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು.
You will go and start from that on the next page.
I will do it like this.
ಮಾಡಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
And like after that I can go to the full screen.
Okay. Okay, no issue.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ like I can do it is only with this, but ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it is not effective.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಿರ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ. Stop share ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು then again you can go.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. So, how are we all today? If somebody says, "How are you all today?" What would you say in the normal sense? Shweta says, "Good." Chinnappa ji, what you would say? Great. Santosh ji would say, "Great." What I can hear from Falgun ji?
Yes, great.
Okay. आज एक चीज बताती हूँ, which will be the conversation breaker. अगर कोई आपको पूछता है, how are you? Say, I'm hydrated.
I'm hydrated.
Yes. This word nobody else can answer or reply, because only we Kanganites, we are confident to say we are hydrated, and this is a conversation breaker for you to prospect. So with this, we are at exactly at 9 o'clock in India. I was about to say 7:30 in Dubai. Welcome you all. Yes. Gratitude to universe, gratitude to Panacea for this wonderful platform of the Saturday Nourish and Flourish business meet, isn't it? What an awful moment to complete 121 weeks. We are like these 121 weeks seem to be so like yesterday. Just abhi ek saal hua, 50 weeks hua, 100 weeks, and 75th week we had such a blast. And the 100 weeks, and I don't know, like ऐसे चलते चलते कितने हजारों का हफ्ते हम खत्म कर लेंगे, and we can accomplish this only because of the support, the cooperation, the love and affection of all this Kangan family, because Panacea always believes in one world, one family, that is energetic. So, Alkaline ladies and antioxidant gentlemen, I welcome you all today on this 121st week of Saturday Nourish and Flourish business meet. We are having a wonderful guest here. As you all know, the AVP Circle 6A leader and an entrepreneur from Mysuru, Karnataka. What a great moment it is to always listen to him. We were all waiting for these moments, like har hafte sunte rahe Chinnappa ji se. So if you agree with me that you are all excited and you want to hear more and more from Chinnappa ji, let's give him our love by typing 111 in the chat box. And I need not have to tell you the Zoom etiquette, because let us be on the Zoom, because the value that we are going to get today is incredible. And when you, yes, of course, participation is value, but when you participate, when you are into it completely, then only you can get the value out of it, isn't it? So let's be on camera, videos on, and then whatever the questions, please type in the chat box and allow the host to take it forward to the speaker. And चलिए एक homework या rewind करते हैं. Like what we spoke about yesterday as a context setting for today's wonderful session. We had a awesome guest, that is Mr. Madanji from the IIM background, to set in context. So he played one such nice video, which could be an eye opener for all the people who are going to invest on startups. So how easy or how different it is the Kangen energy business is from all these startups that every one of us knows. So let us test how hydrated we are. Okay, if anyone, at least one person can give me one point that we can resonate with the energy. So kal to point kiya hoga, because you can't come without a diary to Phoenician sessions, whether it is a Friday talk show or a Saturday Nourish and Flourish. Yes, a points, one point each, which you can remember, so that how much involved, how much participation we are showing to this platform and also to the speakers, and how we can resonate to yesterday's memories to today's, so that we connect with the energy. Yes, I can see many. Okay, anything, Santosh ji? Any points that you remember? There were so many things, isn't it? Like on which the startups, the dark side of startups, and how our energetic could be an answer for all these questions. Noted, Santosh ji. So let me just recite about the points that I had noted down. Yes, there are many points, out of which a few were we should be the solution provider. So is a Kangen water is a solution provider? Yes. You can type yes if you agree with me. And then what is the next market? Is it the RO water? Is the alkaline water? What is the next market? It is alkaline. So we stand there. Yes, we do stand. Are we legal? Any startup, this question pops up, that are we legal? Yes, we are. With a patented product, with a patented business plan, standing strong after 49 years, yes, we are legal. Otherwise, we would not have stood in the American market for nearly 20 years now. Is it an investment affordable? ROI is fast and easy? Yes. Is the business local, global, the market? Obviously, it is both local and global. So there is many things to compare, as comes in a business module, where there is every chance to just scale up and you don't fall back, whether you are taking a break, whether you are not performing or anything. So all these are the few things, and these evaluations has to be made where the people are going to start up. And yes, why Kangen? Why Kangen is important as in the market, in the direct selling. Why it is important to know it is not a chain link, it is not an MLM, but it is a direct selling, which is $1 trillion industry now. And all the rules and regulations, for your kind information, it is completely changed in direct selling. And before 2004, it was like the networker, as many of you have said it, because I don't come from network or marketing background. So the people used to run away from the networkers and ladki nahi de rahe the. But what this direct selling industry holds respect today, it can make a zero or a non-performer to a hero, isn't it? From a nobody to a business owner. This thing can happen only in energy. So without wasting much time, I invite Chinnappa sir to throw more light on this, on the subject of today. And I welcome Chinnappa ji on behalf of all of the Panacea audience and the mentors and all of those who are watching us from our FB live as well. Chinnappa ji, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, Suma. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Thank you. So, hi and welcome to the show. So, Panacea. So, today is a Saturday, Nourish and Flourish. Hope like everybody's keeping good, all fine, hydrated, alkalized, ionized. Okay. So, today the topic is to understand the business better. So, how many of you know this business? How many of you know the business? In case if you know the business, type 1. In case like if you don't know the business, type 2. In case like if you need is more clarity, type 3. 1, you know the business. 2, you don't know the business. 3rd is you need is more clarity. Satya, Suma, Anant. Okay. So everybody wants is more clarity. Okay. So this is a good thing. See, any business or anything, until unless you know it completely, jumping into that will definitely not give you results. You all agree with me? So anything. Now let's say like a homemaker, if she has to prepare a beautiful dosa, she should know like how to grind or batter the dosa. Then she has to put that onto the tawa and she spreads the dosa batter onto the tawa and the dosa is made. But in case if she forgets to light the gas stove, what would happen to the dosa? Anybody's tried that? Maybe the first day when you tried, you forgot to on the gas stove, or maybe like instead of adding this sugar, like you added is a salt to that, or you forgot is adding both of that. Instead of adding the turmeric, you added a lot of this chilies into that. The whole preparation went for a toss. So that is like we have to do is a lot of learnings, unlearning, relearning, and learning. So then like what happens, whatever we prepare will be is more tasty for us and also for others. With this, I welcome each one of you to understand the Kangen business a little better. Hope like everybody is drinking is Kangen water here. I see a lot of people who are the Kangen users. So everybody here, I hope like everybody is owning a device, enjoying the waters, and you would have experiences a beautiful the walkway through life that is giving you as a better health. Okay, we have got his beautiful testimonies here. So here I would like to thank his mother for putting the base yesterday and taking it forward from here today. Yesterday, like when Madan spoke, he spoke about his venture capitalist, he spoke about his franchising, he spoke about as something which is called as a traditional business. Okay, and today the next level of his marketing is called as a direct selling. So today we are into is a direct selling business. How many of you feel proud about it? To tell, see, a lot of us like we feel is proud within, saying that I am into his Kangen business. But how many of you dare to tell the person in front of you, or the person whom you don't know, or your friends, or your relatives, that you say like, I am a proud promoter of Kangen? How many of you feel proud in doing that? If you feel proud, you say I. If there is an ambiguity, like saying that what will that person think about me? They may put me as very low. They may say, oh, networking. See, these are the things like where you need to have as a clarity. Thank you. Thanks everyone for the response. So now today, if the confidence, if the conviction is so very high, now it is only for us to understand like how we should do the business. To do the business, we should know like what is the crux of the business. Like as a product, Kangen, you knew the whole machine, you press the buttons, you got 5 different types of water, you tried that, you tasted it, and you experience that over a period of time, like these are the results what you can get. A lot of people, they spoke to you before you bought a machine, but your experiences when you started drinking that. that 9.5, the 2.5, the beauty water, the 11.5, and the neutral water, the clean waters. So when you started experiencing that, your feel was something different. That's where you got your conviction on the product. First, when people spoke to you about this Kangen, you got educated, awareness was created. But when you started experiencing the water, that was where like you had as a conviction on that water. The belief on the Kangen increased. When the belief on the Kangen increased, you said like without Kangen, I cannot even live a day. That was a kind of a conviction. So that is beautiful for a product because that is very much required. So now that conviction, how do we pass it on to your people? How do we build up that conviction onto us? Building up as a conviction for a business is so very important for each one of us to be successful in this business. Before I start, I just want to know how many people want to be successful in Kangen. You can just type as yes or successful, whatever is it. Or you can say I. Okay, so everybody says I want to. Okay, I want is because like success is such a beautiful word, like everybody wants to get associated with that. Okay, so I was just going through is a post in the morning. It says success, it's only 1% of the total population, they achieve that success. Why? Because that is that one guy who tried one more time, who tried one more day, who tried doing and covering up his mistakes and learning from it, who tried and said, this is where my dream is. This guy, he said for himself, even if I fail, I will not let go of it. Each day will be a new learning for me. He kept on learning it. And that is that 1% of the population. Shashiji always speaks about is the global Kangen population. How much is it? 1.7 million. How much is 1 million? How many zeros? I'm just getting into the figures now because like we are into this business. What is 1.7 million? So maybe like you can just put it in 1.17 and how many zeros?
17 lakhs.
Huh?
17 lakhs.
17 lakhs. 17 followed by is 5 zeros. Okay. So 17 lakhs machines. Into average is 3 lakhs you do. That's a kind of a business that Kangen has done for itself. And look at this, a percentage of that gets distributed for we people who are the promoters of it. Such a big business, such a huge population, and a huge percentage gets distributed among us. Would we like to have a percentage of it? So the company has got is a patented marketing plan, and that's how the patented marketing plan has been very successful for so many number of years since it has been operational. It has been patented. Why? Because no other company can copy this structure or the marketing plan. Neither this company can change the marketing plan. This is one marketing plan which has been surviving and tested the times of whatever, maybe the depression or maybe the recession or maybe like whatever it is tested its time. So which means this is a proven business for each one of us. Let me tell you, a lot of people, they think doing business is investing is a lot of money, experiencing, trying for next 3 years, 5 years. That is what as Madan was speaking about. And at the end of that 3 years or 5 years, they say, oh, I lost the whole money, but I gained the experience of losing is that 25 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 5 crores. Now here is a business which speaks about you own a device, enjoy the water, speak the goodness of the water to people, the company rewards you. So with this, just give me the permission to open up or share my screen and let's move forward. Screen is visible?
Yes, Chinnappa ji.
Okay, so today we are speaking about is a global partnership program. So this is by a company called as Anagic. Who is Anagic? Anagic, before I say, it takes is one handshake to, can you hear me?
Yes, Chinnappa ji.
So it takes this one handshake to get into the successful business venture. Let's get started. Okay, there is that one handshake with that person who supported and who told you about this. You just have to handshake with him and understand what he's going to tell you. So today we're going to speak about as a company. The company is called as Anagic. Anagic is a company, private Japanese company, started in 1974, licensed as a medical device manufacturer, ISO 9001, 14001, 13485, standards of medical device, endorsed by Dr. Hiromi Shinya and American Anti-Cancer Institute and Japanese Associate of Preventive Adult Diseases. So today offices around us 28 countries and around us 40 offices. I think I just forgot to include is Dubai also. That is the latest edition like what we have in Suma today. Okay, so let's understand what is this business about. The company says you can buy a product and be a beautiful customer, enjoy the water and be happy for yourself. But in case, if you say, I would like to tell people about the goodness of the product, you can opt to be as a distributor. There's no compulsion. Today, any business, either a product has to be moved or a service has to be offered. Today, we are into a business where we speak about is both. We are about as a product, as a device, and service as a person like who can contribute in educating people and creating the awareness. So this is a mix of both the things, a product as well as a service. So you are a well-established distributor. A customer turns out to be the distributor once he understands the product and understands the business. So now, why like you have to look at this as a business? Okay, the distributorship comes free of cost. Or maybe you can say, I paid the money for the device, the business has come free of cost. Or you say, the product has come free of cost, I paid for the business. The choice is yours. However you want, you can always put it across. So the business, a customer can always opt to be a distributor. Second one is, there is no joining fees. Have you ever seen any business which offers a free distributorship? Kangen is that one option where you get is a free distributorship. So there is no joining fee at all. You paid for the product for which you're enjoying the water. And third one is no annual renewal fees. You tell me, is there any business where annual fees are free? All businesses all across, you have to give is a certain amount to renew your whatever the certificate or the operational the modules. You have to pay is an annual renewal fee. But here, to do is Kangen business, there is no annual renewal fees. Fourth one, this is one thing which I like, and that's the reason why I strongly took up as Kangen. No stocks to be kept. There is nothing called as an inventory pile up. You don't have to invest in keeping his 2 machines, 5 machines, 10 machines. You just have to speak to people. The time they decide, you make a payment directly to the company takes the responsibility of dispatching the products. So which means it's a very, very comfortable way of doing the business. There's no headaches, because there are a lot of businesses which I've seen, they have a huge inventory stocker and they don't know how to liquidate it. And there's a lot of this mishap in the business, in the family, where they see that inventory, and a lot of people have lost a lot many things by just piling up the inventory. This is one thing which I love, and that's the reason why I'm there with this Kangen. Fifth one, no monthly sales qualification required. This says completely, you are your own boss. You decide to do business or you decide not to do business. The choice is always with you. There is no monthly sales qualification. The company doesn't put a target to you. It is only you decide, you put a self-target for yourself and you work towards achieving those targets only by yourself. There's no compulsion. Even if you don't do it also, it is okay. Even if you do it, it is good for you. Okay. So the sixth one, advancement in the commission scale based on cumulative sales to date. So how many of you understand this? Commission scale based on cumulative sales to date. So I'll just give you a small example. Let's say this month you decide to do a business and you have done around 5 devices. You have promoted to 5 devices. You've got 5 checks for 5 devices. That is the month of is December. January, you again do is another 5 more machines. So which means December 5 and the January 5 is put together and it is called as a cumulative. By the end of this January, you have as a total accumulated sale is 10. Now, the next month, that is in the month of February, you do is hardly around is 3 devices. You promote is 3 devices. So now you are not paid is only on these 3 devices. You will pay on 3 devices, but your bandwidth or like maybe the scaling or maybe whatever you speak about is the slabs increases based on the cumulative sales done till date. That is 10 sales plus 3 more sales. You are rewarded for the 13 sales at what you make and what slab you falls in. So this is one of the best things because most of the times, a lot of businesses, they run as from day 1 to day 30 of a month. Again, the next month, the day 1 will be 0 and the month end will be the king. So most of the businesses run as day 1 to day 30, whereas here it's a continuous business and you can always like do business or you can just walk off. When you come back, you are whatever the business you have done, it gets carried on from there. Okay. The 7th one, it's a global plan. This is one business which I love the most. Why? Because sitting at a place in India, I live in this my shop, but today I can take these businesses all across the globe. You tell me is one business wherein like the place you're sitting at your place and the businesses are moved all across. So this is a beautiful business plan, global presence, no inventory to be kept, commission on advancement, no targets, no annual fees, no joining fees, and just by picking up product, you become as a distributor. So this is a crux of the business. How many of you have understood till now? How many of you have understood? Just put a yes, because a lot of us, we fail to read the business properly. The business, now let's say like drinking water is very easy. They say drinking water is the second easiest thing to do in life. The first one being is breathing. Now, this Kangen business, it should be like drinking water. Until unless you grasp everything. And for example, let's say like we have put this 1 to 7 points. In case if I ask by taking the slide out, what is the 6th point? The 6th point should come like this. Maybe like you're sleeping in a deep sleep and just wake up and say like, what is the 6th point of the business plan? You should be able to tell. That is where like you have is being connected with the business. Until unless you get connected to the business will not work for you. Just like for you to see the results, you have to be drinking his Kangen water on a daily basis. That is called as discipline. Any business to be successful, any individual to be successful, there is a simple mantra which is called as discipline. Just do the same things as every day. Do it as 100 times. Either you like it, you don't like it, keep doing it. The business will start loving you more than you loving the business. The day the business starts loving you, you are at the top. You are at cloud 9. Okay, so let's understand. I hope like everybody is feeling that this business is within you. This business is within you. The time that you feel within you, now like we need to understand what is there in for me. Just moving forward, the company says you are there. You have as the liberty to promote those to any number of people. Now let's say you are there, you promote it to is n number of people, and which has been marked with a red dot. All the red dots are called as your direct sales. To whomever you sell directly are called your direct sales. The company is so very generous. The company says, as you have this opportunity, you can extend the same opportunity to all your direct line sales. So which means whatever the business you do, your direct sales people also can do the same things. So now what happens? The direct sales people, they start promoting their directs, which means the red ones are the people who have been promoted by your direct sales, which is their direct. Hope you're able to understand. You're there in line with me. Okay. So now these red dots are the dots which is being promoted from your direct sale people. But these sales which direct sale people of yours have done, they are your indirect sales. Now, the company is so very generous. The company says, I will make the payment is on the direct sales as well as the indirect sales. The company calls a sum of this as group sales. Isn't it wonderful? Today, any businesses which is happening, on the direct sale of what you do, you get as a commission. For example, I'll give us, because I come because like I've got is a very, very long history with this insurance. Okay. So insurance like you have is the employees. Okay. Then you have is the advisors or the agents. See, the agents, they promote as a policy. They get as a commission. Now, when they have promoted that to the customer, do you think the customer can also promote it? The customer cannot promote it. So which means insurance is a one line sale that is called as a single line direct sale, whereas Anajek is also complementing you with a reward on the indirect sales also. So just keep in mind the first 7 points about the business. The second one to be kept in mind is the group sales. So you get paid is on the group sales. Now let's understand what are the different types of commissions. The different types of commissions, like what is there? One is a 8A commission or a 8-point commission. The second one is the education allowance, and third one is a 62 bonus. So what I will do, I will just be stressing on the 8A or 8-point commission because a lot of us here are in the initial levels. Let us understand only this first point, and maybe like the education allowance and the 6A2, maybe in the coming times, we will definitely understand how it goes. We will have a different session for that. So what is the 8A commission? So 8A or an 8-point commission, you can just understand there's something which is related to is 8, and it is an 8-point. So now taking an example of a SD501, the cost of SD501 is 2,77,000. So likewise, how many models do we have? We have as a junior 4, which cost is 2,18,000. We have a SD501 2,77,000. You have as a SD501 Platinum that is 2,97,000. You have as a K8, which cost is 3,43,000. You have as a 12 plates, which cost us 3,97,000. And you have as an NS bar, which is costing us 2 lakh rupees. So now, taking the example of this SD501, which is costing us 2,77,000, the company says, I will keep aside a portion of that to be paid as commission to all the marketing partners. This comes as approximately around 37.5%. It's coming around as 1,04,000. One vision the company keeps aside is 1,04,000 rupees. Company says, I will not pay to that one person. I will pay to all the people who are involved in that particular sale, or they call it as a line of sponsorship. So now this company says, this 1,04,000, I will divide that into its 8 parts. That's the reason why you have something which is called as an 8A or an 8 points commission. Now, when you split this 1,04,000 into 8 parts, or 1,04,000 divided by is 8 times, how much is one time? If 1,04,000 is equal to 8A, how much is 1A? 1A is 30,000. So if 1A is 30,000, how much is 2A? 26. How much is 3A? 39. How much is 4A? 52. How much is 5A? It is 65, 78, 91, and 104. How many of you are familiar with these numbers? How many of you are familiar with these numbers? The multiplication of 13 for is SD501. This is where you have to belong to the business. In case like if somebody asks you like what is 5A? You shouldn't say it's 13, 26 like that. 5A should be is like a 65,000. What is 4A? It should be is 52,000. It should be instantaneous. That's where like you belong to the business. Okay. So now like when we speak about is 1A is equal to 13,000. So 8A will be is 1,04,000 rupees to all distributors per machine who are all involved in the line of that sale. So now how does this get is distributed? Okay, so now like what I will do, I will just, because there's some issue with my system here, I will just stop share and again, I will share this. How many of you can see this? The company says the first direct sale. We spoke about the direct sale and the indirect sales. The first direct sale, what you do, you are eligible for is a 1A commission, and that is how much? 13,000 rupees. The second direct sale, again, you are eligible for 1A commission, which means 13,000 rupees. So which means the first two direct sales what you make, you are eligible for is 13,000 rupees each. Now, the magic starts with this analogy. The third sale, the third direct sale when you make, it's easy. First sale, second sale when you do, the third sale is also as easy. The time you make your third sale, third direct sale, you are eligible for is a 2A commission, which means you get as 26,000 rupees per machine. Isn't it interesting? What did I do? I picked up my machine, learned the business, started speaking about the product to a lot of people, convinced them, educated them, created awareness, shared water with them, and they decided to buy. By the time I have done is for 3 customers, how much you have earned? 52,000 rupees you have earned. That is, first 2 machines, 13,000 each. The third machine is 26,000 rupees, 52,000 rupees. How much time did I take? I can do that in 1 day. Because I can at least speak to 3 people, show them as a 3 demo. Is it possible? I'm making the businesses very, very realistic. Okay, this is what I have done. I will share this my personal experience also later on. Then from a 2A, you can graduate towards a 3A. So 3A means per machine you are eligible for is a 39 commission. So today I didn't want us to get into is too much of as a indirect sale and all those things. So what I did, I just did it a very, very simple way to understand the business, to get the grip of the business at the first shot. 3A is from the 11th machine to the 20th machine. You are eligible for is a 3A commission, that is 39,000 rupees. So which means first machine, second machine is 13,000 each. Third machine you're eligible for is a 26. So which means 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. These machines also you can earn as 26,000 rupees when it is a direct sale. The 11th machine to the 20th machine, the company offers you is 39,000 rupees per machine when it is a direct sale. You can upgrade yourself from the 21st direct sale to the 50th direct sale to a level called as a 4A commission, that is 52,000 rupees. Then you can upgrade yourself to as a 5A commission, that is from the 51st direct sale to the 100 direct sales. Each sale or each machine, which is SD501, you are eligible for a 65,000 rupees each. Just imagine 65,000 rupees, and in case like you are able to promote around 10 machines in a month. It is 10 into 65,000, that is 6.5 lakhs. Who doesn't love this money? Does the 6,50,000 rupees change lives? Does it change lives? It does change life for me, because 6,50,000 rupees is too much for me. A lot of people, like, what happens is we fail to dream big. We always say like, no, 6,50,000 rupees, I cannot handle it. I am very comfortable with only 65,000 rupees per month. It is a level like how we start thinking. Think big. From the 101st machine onwards, you are eligible for is a 6A commission, that is 78,000 rupees. I will just explain to you now with the direct and as well as the indirect sale commissions. Okay. Now you can see this. You are there. You are there. Okay. You promote your first person. Okay. You all know your commissions. 1A is 13, 2A is 26, 3A is 39, 4A is 52, 5A is 65, 6A is 78, and so on and so forth. Your first sale qualifies for is a 1A commission, limb. So what should be your income? Your income is denoted in red color. So that is 13,000 rupees. So how much company has got? Company for the sale on limbs, say the machine sold to his limb, company keeps his as 1,04,000 rupees, but you are eligible for 13,000 rupees. That is your 1A commission as per the patented marketing plan. Now limb introduces that to a person by name is Stan. So when Tan buys it, Lim also experiences or Lim also enjoys the same kind of as a benefit. Lim also gets his 1 point, that is 30,000, because that's her first sale. You also enjoy is 30,000 rupees. Why? Because it is coming.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. First floor.
Okay, it also comes under 1A commission. Then from Tan promotes it to his Ben. When Ben says 1,04,000 is kept aside, because Ben is the first sale of Tan, Ben also receives 30,000, Lim also receives 13,000, you also receives 13,000. How long the company can pay? Till the 1,04,000 is exhausted. So now Ben promotes it to Lucy. Lucy also, when promoted, that 1,04,000 is kept aside. And as per the patented plan, everybody is eligible for that 1A commission because everybody is going is one below the other in the 1A commission or the franchisee lines. So you enjoy is 13. So now look at this, 1,04,000. Lucy has bought a product. 1,04,000 is kept aside. How many 13,000s are paid? When Lucy bought, Ben gets his 1 point, that is 13. Tan gets his 1 point, Lim gets his 1 point, you get his 1 point. So 4 points are paid. Where is the remaining 4 point goes? The 4 point goes above you. So how long you can go down? You can go as down as around to 8 limits. Now you do your second direct. Second direct happens to RIA. What should be a commission as per the patented plan? The second direct sale qualifies for is the 1A commission, that is 30,000 rupees. But unfortunately, RIA is an end customer. She doesn't promote it. So it's okay for me, but I completed my requirement of a second direct. Now I do is a third direct, that is Kia. So when I do my third direct, I qualify for as a 2A commission. I earn as 26,000 rupees. When I say is I represent as you. Okay, so 1,04,000 rupees. Out of that, the third direct sale, what I make, I get as 26,000 rupees. How did these people happen? Because I supported as Lim, I supported as Tan, I supported as Ben, they could move forward. So like here, we always work as a team. So now Kia also like is an end customer. They are not interested in promoting as of now. Maybe we don't know in the later days because this is such a kind of product. Anytime any person can walk in. Okay. So now going forward, there is a lady by name is Kim. Again, when Kim comes, it is your direct. But the fourth direct usually qualifies for is a 3A commission. But the base rule is you should have completed as 10 group sales. Now, if you look at how many sales are completed before Kim came in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are totally 6 sales which has happened as a group sales. That is direct plus indirect. And Kim is your 7th sale. So which means the next direct will not qualify for as a 3A because you have not completed the 10 overall sales. That is a group sales. So Kim also joins in as a 2A. So you receive as an income of 26,000 rupees. Now Kim is aggressive like you. She understands the plan and she says, I will promote it in the right way. Now Kim promotes it to 3 direct people. One is Ali, Anu, and Annie. As per you, your first 2 direct were 1A commission and the third direct was 2A commission. Same thing holds for us, Kim also. So how much Kim makes? Kim makes is 13, 39, 26. But how much do you make? Because it is your 2A franchisee, for each of the sale which happens under Kim, which is your 2A franchisee, you make is 26, 26, 26. Isn't this interesting? This is what caught me in taking this business forward because the amount of money, because business means money, the amount of money is exponential. You can increase that money is just sitting here. You don't know like how you can plan the things out. Now, Annie also is very, very interested and very aggressive like his Kim and you. So Annie says, I will promote it to few people. Now, she promotes it to Bob. When Bob buys it, as per the patented plan, Annie is eligible for his 1A commission. So she will get his 13. Kim is also eligible for him because like 1,04,000 is there. It has to get distributed. But for you, this is more than his 10 sales. If you see, if you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Bob is your 11th sale. So as per the plan, it says the 11th plan you should be eligible to get is the 3A commission, but it also say you can advance your rank is only through is a direct sale. But Bob is your indirect sale, so this qualifies for is a 2A commission because it is coming under your 2A franchisee. That is 26,000 rupees. Now you have this one more direct, which is Ram. Now when you put this Ram, which is like above your 10 sales, the next direct sale qualifies for is a 3A commission. That income on that particular device is 39,000 rupees. Good. Money speaking. How many of you are there with me? Counting money. Okay. So now after Ram, that 3A is done. Then 2A, Kim with their support, Kim supporting is Annie, and Annie gets a second direct sale for Annie. So what should be your income on this? Annie gets his 1A commission as per the patented plan, but it comes as under your 2A, you are eligible for is 26 and 26. Now, Leah promotes it to Dave, and Amy. Now look at the distance, Kim, Annie, Lee, and Dave. Kim, Annie, Lee, and Dave. Kim, Annie, Lee, and Amy. So now this Dave, and Amy wouldn't have come into the business without Lee. And you not supporting Kim, Annie, and Lee, you wouldn't have got the same. So which means it is a mutual business. So now when Leah enjoys this income of that patented pattern, you also get this a commission, which is 26, 26, and 26 because it's coming under your 2A franchisee line. Isn't this wonderful? Now, Amy promotes it to Ima. Ima, as per the patent plan, eligible for his 1A commission, that is on the sale of Ima. Amy gets his 1A commission. How much should you be getting? Now, there's a question of those 1,04,000, that is 8 points. Now, let us just calculate that. As per the patented plan, Ima gets his, because of the sale of Ima, Amy gets his 1 point. Because Amy is the 2A line of Lee, so it goes as 2 points. Leah is a 2 point of Annie, so 2 point goes there, and Annie is the 2 point of Kim. So which means the company says, I will pay from the bottom to the top, because they always respect the people who have been putting their hand of it, and it goes from the bottom to the top. So now, like, how many points are paid? 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So which means 7 points are paid. So how many points are left over? Out of 8 points, 7 points paid, the leftover is 1. So which means on a sale of Ima, I am eligible for 13,000 rupees. Isn't it wonderful? Sometimes it pains. I'm getting this less. But without these people, you wouldn't have got this Ima. Let us be blessed because we got so many people with us who believed in us in taking this business forward. So the same thing goes with the Eva because the same pattern works 1A, 13. Now understand when Dan comes, that is a 2A of Amy. So the calculation goes the same way. Amy, instead of getting his 1 point because she's completed a third direct sale, Amy gets his 2 points on that. And the rest remains the same 2, 2, 2. So out of these 8 points, all the 8 points are paid from the bottom to the top. How much is left over for you? Out of these 8 points, all the 8 points have been already paid. So which means there is a 0 point left over for you. So which means you make a zero income, a nil income on a sale of Dan. Quite worrisome. In my group, there is a sale which is happening, but I don't get to enjoy the benefit of it in terms of its returns. This sale, which is going is outside the 8 points, is called as a non-8A sale. This is till when? Till the time you hit your 6A. What is 6A? So the time that you complete 20 sales, the 21st sale is called as a 4A sale, which means you're eligible for is a 52,000. Then the time that you complete is 50 sales, or the 21st sale, like you can move to is a 5A commission, that is a 51st sale, that is 65,000. The time you complete your 100 sales, the 101st sale is called as a 6A commission. This is 78,000 rupees. Now, like when you achieve your 6A, then onwards, any of the non-8A sales, you are eligible for a fixed amount. That is where, like we speak about as a non-8A sale, and that's around is 11,500 rupees, 11,000 rupees. Okay, per sale. So now, what is the career path? I hope till now it is fine. You understood the business, you understood the direct sale, indirect sale, group sales, you understood the patented marketing plan, you understood the diagram, like if I place this here, this here, this here, this here, how does this work? This is where like it gives a lot of scope for you to think. You need to understand like how your business has to be formulated. It's not that one sale. That one sale through that person, that relationship, like how much you can get through them. In case like if you look at it as a person, is that person worth around his 10 sales? Is that person worth around his 100 sales? Is that person worth around his 1,000 sales, 10,000 sales? That's how like you need to start thinking. It is not that one sale, oh, I got his 4 points, I'm happy with that. By just being is happy by what that one sale, you're losing out the possibility of you getting his 100 sales to that guy. The time that you do is 101 sales, you qualify as a 6A, for which the company says one-time bonus of $3,000 is being paid. You get as the regular 8A commission, and the time you hit your 6A, that is 101 sales, you get as a one-time bonus of $3,000. So conditions apply again. So now the second level of promotion, or maybe like the achievement, is called as a 6A2. So which means on 2 different lines. Maybe it can be on a 1A or 1A, it can be 1A, 2A, it can be 1A, 5A, it can be whatever is the combination. It should be 2 different lines, should have is 1 6A here and 1 more 6A here. So when these two people, when you have is 2 6A's on 2 different lines of your, you qualify as a 6A2. So what is the bonus you get? You get is a bonus which is $6,000. How much is $6,000? Any idea? It's around is 4 lakhs. $3,000 is around is 2 lakh and 10,000. This also should be around is 4 lakh and 20,000. I'm just taking as a rough calculation. So the next promotion is called as a 6A2-2. Now just look at this. 6A1, that is 6A means it is 6A1, that you are a 6A. 6A2 means you have got these 2 lines wherein you have a 6A's. Now just look at the third one, which is called as 6A2-2. So which means 2 lines you have as a 6A, and you have the first generation and you have the second generation of 6A's. So which means the depth has started growing. So how you read the 6A2-2 is 6A2 means 6A's on 2 different lines. -2 means these 6A's also have a 6A's under there. So now just to understand how many 6A's are there in the 6A2-2 minimum? How many 6A's are there in a 6A2-2 minimum? Anybody? Somebody says it's 4, somebody says it's 2. Anybody to throw a stone saying that like we understand the business? Suma says 6. Okay, I'll just explain. 6A2 means there are 2 6A's. 6A2-2, there is one more generation, which means this 6A was what is 2 6A's under him, 6A's. So which means 4 plus 2, that is 6 6A's minimum you will have under 6A2-2. How many missions done? With the minimum of doing is 101 sales, every sale is counted, which means 606 sales have been completed under you when you achieve the 6A2-2. Now you understand the way like how the business can be thought. It is not that very easy how I speak, but it can be always thought to be easy. So which means you have got a 2 6A2s on 2 different lines. You get a one-time commission of 12,000 bonus. Then the next level is 6A2-3. This is a prestigious level with Kanya. This is the first level like where everybody should be able to achieve. First is 6A, the second one is 6A2-3. So what it says, 2 lines of 6A's and 3 generations of 6A's. 2 different lines, 3 generations. Now we are able to understand like what is this ranking system? 6A2-3, 2 6A's, different lines, 3 generations below. So now this generates is 25,000 rupees one-time bonus. The company pays you is $5,000 monthly for life. By the way, you know this business, you can nominate people, your family ones. So which means you're building up such a huge empire, and which can be is nominated. So now look at this empire, $5,000 a month, which is around is 4 lakhs. Or I mean, 5,000 is how much? 5 8 is 40. So around is 4 lakh rupees every month getting paid to your family members because you built up as a business to the level of a 682-3. Then the next level is 682-4, which means 2 different lines of 6As, 4 generations. So which means you get as a one-time commission of $50,000 bonus and $10,000 monthly for life. You tell me which business gives you this. Can you think so far? If you're able to think so far, I think this is a beautiful business to be in. Or in case like if you're thinking about is I will sell this one and make this 5-way commission, but this is not the business for you. You are just as a salesperson. Think like as a businessman. Okay, then the next level is 62-5. So which means 2 6As, 2 different lines, and 4 generations below. That's when like you become as a 685. So which means you are eligible for is a 1 lakh bonus, $1 lakh bonus, and $15,000 every month for life. Then you move to is a 682-6. So which means 2 different lines, 6As, and 5 levels of 5 generation levels deep. So which means that you get is a $2 lakh bonus one time and $20,000 every month for life. Then you have as a 682-7. So which means you have as 2 6As, 2 lines, and 6 generations below. This generates as $4 lakh one-time bonus and $40,000 every month for life. Today, you have heard about a Cynthia, or day before like we had is JV Pacifico. They are in this level. Cynthia is 6A13-7, which means she's got his 13 6As, direct sales, 13 6As, different lines, and 7 generations deep. Now think about the money like what she's making. It didn't happen as overnight. It took us around 18 long years for them to build up as this kind of an empire. Are you ready for this? Okay, so just going for the last one, 682-8. This is not still achieved, yet to be achieved in Anagic as of now. Like we have got 682-7. What is 682-8 is 2 lines, 7 generations deep. What is that you get? You get as a one-time $8 lakh and $80,000 every month for life. Do you believe like things are beautiful? Things are beautiful at these levels. Even at 62-3, the things are wonderful. Okay. So with this, like we just move forward. I just want us to put some things is very, very clear. In business, timing is everything. You take the right decision later on, but the time is already moved away. There is a saying, no, you buy ticket after the train is left. This is the right time for people to join this Kangen business. You should be convinced of, you should be passing on this conviction to a lot of people, not only for the product, but also for the business. See, for the product, you have the conviction, have the same conviction for the business also, which means to have the conviction, start promoting sales. Start promoting. The time the money starts coming to account, the conviction automatically comes. Money speaks. I believe like money speaks. Timing is everything. You need to have the right product. I think we have got is a wonderful product. Right platform. I think like we got is a beautiful platform because the business plan is patented. Okay. Right people. You are the best person. You need to believe in yourself. When you start believing in yourself, the whole people around you starts believing it. Then it's a right decision. The decision once you take, stick to that. You shouldn't be wavering off today, like, okay, this side I woke up, I will do Kangen, this side I woke up, I will not do Kangen. Kangen is an everyday business. It is a discipline of life. Minimum, commit yourself for the next 3 years, 5 years. It's a long-term business. Never expect is Kangen to start giving you money tomorrow. You have to build up your business, for which there's a lot of efforts. It doesn't come easily. We're speaking about as $8 lakh bonus and $80,000 every month. Can you imagine? Okay. So now people, they don't have the patience to build the business for 3 years. How many of you have got that patience to build this Kangen business for the next 3 years? But they have the patience to go to work for 40 years. I think this is very, very sarcastic I put across. No offenses to people like who are working employees. Okay, please take it in the right way, because you can always like start building up as a part-timer for the next 3 years, be having as a full-time attitude. So the right time is now. Decide. You've already got a machine. You have to start jump on, because there are all beautiful people, right? People who have achieved something. People have done wonderful. You just hang on to them. You got is a Friday meetings. You got is a Saturday meetings. Never miss out on that. 9 to 10, commit yourself. See, they say, no time, no money. Sometimes some money. Part-time, part money. Full-time, full money. You cannot say like I don't have time and expect this full money. That should be only in your dreams. No time, no money. Sometimes some money. Part-time, part money. Full-time, full money. Whatever you do it with 100%. So with this, start your business. Thank you. Thanks for all. Before I stop, before I close, I hand it over back to Suman. I just share my experience. I started this, saw the product, wonderful product. I have worked as an employee. I have a business now, okay, traditional business. And when I saw this, I said like, okay, fine, 2,77,000. I got as SD501. I said like 50 people I know. 15 people I know, because after being is born, even if I cannot convince 15 people, I think I am a useless guy. With that confidence, after drinking, I started speaking about the product, showing the demos without expecting is the close. What I decided was, I will show us one demo every day for the next 90 days. You know what happened? 47th day, the magic happened. I hit my 13th number, 13th day, 47 days. If I could take his 47 beautiful people like you under the guidance of so much of his guidance, I think we should be doing it in a day's time, 2 days time, in a week's time. Okay, so with this, thank you. Thanks a lot for the patient hearing. I hope that I was clear. So Suma, over and back to you.
Thank you, Chinnappa sir. That was yet another fantastic and mind-blowing, yet simple to understand, because everybody wanted to know like more about Kenyan. And it is like telling more in the simplest ways possible, and how easily we can just copy it and like present it before our prospects. I was just thinking today, I met an prospect who is an employee. If I would have seen this session before, okay, I would have immediately signed him up. But yet they are very, very much interested. But the last words were very beautiful, Chinnappa sir. 40 years of work are 3 to 4 years of Kenyan. It is for them to understand and take a decision, and timing is everything. Like as you said, after the vehicle or the bus or the train, it leaves the platform. If you take the ticket, nothing will happen. As business, if you are starting with something, there is the stages, as we all know, the initial, the building, the stability, and the peak where we perform. So we are Kenyan since we are in the initial stage, and still 1% of the population of the whole world, which is almost 8 billion now. Yes, we have all the proximity to reach the goals. And with this, I think, Shashi sir, would you like to say something?
Yeah. Happy evening, all. And that was one of the most brilliant sessions ever attended by me on this platform and Energic platform as a whole. After having seen so many presenters on business model, my earlier mentor used to be Mingwei. The way he used to explain the plan, I was a big fan of us. But Chinnappa bro, fan shifting already in place from today. Brilliant, super simple. And after a long time, it was very refreshing, energetic. कितने लोगों को by the way इतना बड़ा पैसा मजा आया देख के?
Yeah.
मैं बोलता हूँ एक बिजनेस को अगर इवेल्युएट करना है, इफ यू रियली वांट टू डिसाइड वेदर यू वांट टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस बिजनेस और नॉट, always look at the rewards, not the risk. If the reward is more than the risk, ना भाई मुझे बताओ, 40 साल नहीं, आप 100 साल काम कर लो, जो भी आप कर रहे हो, ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस और एम्प्लॉयमेंट और सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट, सुपर प्रोफेशनल बन के, टेल मी, even after 40 and 50 years, will your business generate an income and a bonus like this? Forget about the monthly income that we are talking of, possibility of a potential of almost close to, 50 lakhs and 5 crores. That is 5 crores as a bonus and 50 lakhs monthly income, highest यहाँ पे achieve कर सकते हैं. Can you even imagine that kind of a income possible? If you do what you do for next 50 years or 100 years also, guys, अगर आपके बाद आपके बच्चे भी वो करेंगे तो भी ये मुमकिन है क्या? Simple. But when I tell you this is a legacy business, आप जो भी रैंक पे पहुंच जाएंगे, almost up to -7 तक, Cynthia Briganti has already reached that. That means the company is paying. इसका हमारे सामने जीता जागता proof है, evidence है that the company is distributing that kind of an income. And the best part is, Cynthia will also hit the ultimate rank of -8 very soon. And उनके पीछे पीछे और 3 लोग लाइन पे खड़े हैं पहुंचने के लिए वहां पे. And you know the good news is what? Even people in India are very close to achieve those figures and numbers. And the best part is this is a legacy that is transferable. मतलब अगर आपका नॉमिनी आपकी स्पाउस है या आपके बच्चे हैं, they don't have to start Enagic business from zero even after 10 years. They will start from what you have accumulated as a legacy and transferred it. बाकायदा ये पहला ऐसा बिजनेस प्रोजेक्ट है जिसमें आप अपना लीगल विल छोड़ सकते हो. 100 रुपया के स्टैम्प पेपर पे बाकायदा लिख के आपका जो इनाजिक का डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरशिप है, you can mention your nominee, fill up a nominee form, authenticate it with 2 witnesses from Enagic. People who have seen you joining this business, doing this business, growing this business, and they have to also stand and sign on that document for nominee. So हम लोगों का nominee legal guarantors के साथ, witness के साथ sign up होता है. Now show me one network marketing business or company in the entire world, spectrum of 100,000 companies, जो लोग बोलते हैं मैं Amway जानता हूँ, Herbal Life जानता हूँ, Modi Care जानता हूँ. Show me one company which allows you to sign a legal will. यहाँ पे legal will you can sign up into the company, submit to the company when you are aligned, and then अपने बच्चों का चेहरा देखो, spouse का चेहरा देखो, and start doing the business and working the business, guys. You are going to work for them, not for your upline, not for your downline, not for your sideline. With this, everybody on for screenshots and come on videos, please. And over to Suma to conclude this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Shashi sir, for summarizing that. So you have got value from this platform, that is by Chinnappas, and the that icing on the cake was Shashi sir's summary. So please type value in the chat box, and with this, everyone, please come on video so that we can take the screenshot. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you all for this attending this wonderful session on this Saturday. This has become a spot, like whether you have to go to any functions or a weekend. No, this comes at first because we are at the threshold of becoming the billionaires and the millionaires of this $1 trillion drinking water industry. And gratitude, Shashi sir, for this platform, because through this we are able to reach to so many people, listen to so many leaders, and it is such an awesome feeling that each one of us is carrying. Gratitude, Chinnappa sir, Shashi sir, and all the other speakers and mentors and the audience presence here. Shubhratri, we have taken 7 minutes extra, but I don't think कुछ भी जाया नहीं गया. Those 7 minutes, जैसे बोला जाता है, अब आपके पास सिर्फ 7 minutes है. Those extra 7 minutes were the icing on the cake. Thank you all. Let's meet next week on the 122nd week. That is with an again exciting speaker on the platform. Shubhratri. Thank you so much.
God bless. Thank you.